What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. I've been doing YouTube now for a few years, and I am still constantly blown away by the generosity of others. I've met some really great people, uh, although it be online. I say met. I've gotten to know some people. I've come in contact with some people during those years, during my little span on YouTube, that I feel like I'm a better person for having known. I'm grateful for having some of these people interact with me, and I'm also thankful for all of you guys that are following this channel, that have followed this channel from the get go. All of you that have come along the way, I do appreciate each and every one of you. I know sometimes that may not come across as well as I would like it to, but I do want you guys to know that I appreciate everything you do, and I am always appreciative of the way you interact and support this channel. The other day I came home from work, and I usually have at least a package, sometimes a few packages waiting on me when I get in the door. I got home and this package was sitting here, and I was racking my brain before I actually got into looking at it, trying to figure out what I had ordered that would have come in a package like that, what it could have possibly been. I was the package that I was expecting that day was also there, but this one I was not quite sure. I saw the name on it, and I was like, man, surely not. Surely he didn't just send me some stuff out of the blue. And I opened it up, and I was absolutely blown away. I started it off, opened it up, and there was a nice letter. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the letter, but a little bit of a backstory on this package is coming to being. When I was taking my little hiatus from YouTube last year, when I was in the midst of the move, the adoption of my son, the just hustle and bustle of life. Life was pretty hectic. Life got a little hard during that time period. Finances were a bit of a struggle. I did have to part with some parts of my collection. I had to stopped getting Metalhead box for a few months in that period while I moved, and I missed out on some things that I would have liked to have had, and I just had to make some personal sacrifices for the greater good. And during that time, as I said, I had missed some Metalhead boxes. I had followed along on people's YouTube channels, Facebook, social media, that type stuff, and I was keeping up with people were getting because I was excited for them, and I was impressed with some of the stuff that they got during those time periods. Jacob, who sent me this package, saw that, and he offered to send me some pins that he had that had come in those boxes. He had extras of, or that he was just being generous enough to offer me and ask if I wanted. And I hate being the guy, like, yeah, send me stuff. Yeah, I would love that. But I mean, I did want the pins, so I mean, no shame, right? And I said, sure, man, I would love to have those pins. I was very appreciative that he reached out to me and wanted to do that. And apparently from that 3 pins, this very generous over the top package came my way. I am still a bit speechless when it comes to this package. I am completely blown away. And Jacob, I just want to say thank you, man. I appreciate this from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea how much I appreciate this. Jake has been a follower of this channel since almost the very, very beginning. I remember him commenting and supporting from early on, when the content on my channel really, I felt like, wasn't even that good. I still don't feel my content is great, but some of that older stuff was absolutely horrible. Jacob has his own channel, and he definitely deserves more followers than what he has. I will link up his channel in the description. I would love it if you guys took the time to go check out his material, give him a subscribe if you like, and follow him that way. I will be sorely disappointed if I do not see that view count and subscription count rise in the very near future. The name of his channel is Hymns of My Wake. He streams with Deathlight reviews and Dreadful Minutes and others on Saturdays a lot. I have jumped in a couple times during those streams, and honestly, I think a lot of you that follow this channel will really dig his content. He has a great taste in black metal, atmospheric black metal, the type that I generally lean towards. He has some good taste in death metal, melodic death metal, straightforward death metal, and he follows some other stuff that I've kind of fallen off on. I know a lot of you that follow this channel will really dig his content, so please go down in that description box. It will be the first thing in there, I promise, and check out his channel. He did not send me this for a plug. I just want to get that out there. That is not why. He said I didn't even have to make a video if I didn't want to. I wanted to do a almost an unboxing and reaction video to this, but there were some great albums in here that I feel like I was not going to do justice just picking them up and showing. So that being said, I'm just going to jump right in, show you this over-the-top crazy package that this guy just sent me. Jay, once again, thank you so much, man. You have no idea how much I appreciate this. I will just start with the 3 Metalhead box pins that I missed out on. There was the Cannibal Corpse tribute pin. There's the little back. I'm sure all of you have seen the... Oh, it went in focus just for a second and stopped. I'm sure all of you have seen these. I don't know if my camera's going to cooperate, but I'm sure all of you have seen these pins already. As I said, they were featured in older Metalhead boxes that have been out a while. We have the Entombed. I really dig the little coffin pin on this Entombed tribute pin. I wish my focus would cooperate, but I know with the coloring and stuff on that one, it will not. So, but that is an awesome pin. I like that one way more than I should, with it just being a little coffin tribute pin. Then we have Creator. Creator was all over Metalhead box there for a little bit, and I was not complaining at all. Some of that newer Creator stuff is absolutely phenomenal. So, man, I am thankful for those pins. I appreciate you reaching out to me and offering those up. He also sent me the autographs that I missed. We have Daniel Gonzalez from Possessed. Alex from Immolation. This one will probably get a frame very, very soon. I have a few of them framed. You can kind of see Frank from Suffocation right there in the corner, but I do have some of these framed. The ones that I really, really like are framed. Then we have Jack Gibson, bassist for Exodus. He sent me a ton of promo stuff. He also sent me the Celtic Frost patch that came in one of those boxes. I was not expecting the autographs or the patch, so that was great in itself. There were some buttons. I recognized the packaging on the buttons. I knew that they were coming from Grind State just because I had done so many Grind State unboxings in the past. We have the Grind State. I'm not going to get all these out. We have the Grind State logo button. I see a Blistering Defilement in there. I'm not quite sure what the other button was. And then we have some more. We have the Grind State button right there with the logo, and then a couple kind of gory album covers there in the back. I will get a little deeper into those later. There was a ton of stickers and promo materials in here. We got Party Cannon from Reanimate Printing. We have Hypnotic Dirge Records on a sticker. That will go great on my cabinet. We have a Darkest Hour sticker. Still working on filling that cabinet up with stickers, believe it or not. Absolution in Death. I don't know the name of the band. Promo sticker. I can't quite make out. If you know who that is and it's something I need to check out, please jump in the comments and let me know. We have another Hypnotic Dirge Records kind of promo card. It has some releases there on the back. I do enjoy Hypnotic Dirge quite a bit. We got another Hypnotic Dirge little flyer. We have Body Harvest. Just kind of running through these. Aborted Fetus. Good brutal death metal band there. I have had some of their material at times. Unfortunately, I think I sold off what I had of theirs. Kashmar, some doom metal. Mass Infection. I do enjoy some Mass Infection. I have at least one Mass Infection title in my collection for sure. This looks to be another. This has I think this is an Hypnotic Dirge card, but it has a Marsh Funebre. This is not the album that I own. I own their newest. It's a band that I just found this year. They will be featured in a very soon upcoming Seven Deadly Spins. I have not given up on that series. We have an Iniquitous stickers, Euroblast. Not quite sure what that one is. Vomit Cake. We have We Are Music 2018. It's got, looks like quite a bit of death metal on there. We have another Iniquitous set of stickers, so my cabinet is going to get a lot of sticker love in the very, very near future. There's some patches in here as well. As I said, he just went completely over the top with this stuff. This one I absolutely love. I'm not big on patches, but this is one that I will definitely not part with. This is Eldamar with I think it's the Force of the Ancient Land. I just went completely blank. I love Eldamar, and I'm ashamed of myself for going blank on that album title, but that's what happens when you don't add it. I'm not sure who this band is. I was trying to read that patch, and I failed miserably. So if you know who that is, please jump in the description and let me know. There's a Blistering Defilement patch, and I believe this is Morgue Walker on that patch. So those were awesome, man. Jacob, thank you so much for that. Some more stickers. I believe this was the Afterbirth sticker. Then we have some Pathos Productions flyers. More Grind State. We have, I'm wanting to guess that's probably, no, Northern Silence. I was going to say Hypnotic Dirge again. We have a Northern Silence little flyer in there. And then we have one for Nuclear War Now. So, awesome stuff. Plenty of stuff for me to look through on those promos. I'll probably find some stuff that way too. And then we have one from Folk Vanguard or Folk Vanguard or however you pronounce it, Records. I'm going to butcher that record label's name over and over throughout this video, so just get ready. We have a Metallic Media Split sampler. It's got a ton of heavy, nasty bands on there. Tons of grindcore, brutal death metal, that type stuff. And then we have Tormund Maxed. This is a promo CD. I actually own the album for this. This is The Problem of Pain Part 1. This is the promo, but as I said, I think I still have it. I do own that album. Now, getting into the over-the-top stuff, he went completely overboard with this. I am still absolutely blown away with the albums that I'm about to show. If you see something that you like, I am going to take the effort and post every single album that I show in order in the description. That way you can go check them out for yourselves. Some of this stuff very easily, if I don't feel like I'm going to talk about them all enough in this video to do them justice, I will most likely add some of these to future 7 Deadly Spins videos. I've been kind of slacking on that series with the collection series going on. I'm planning on doing another 7 Deadly Spins tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Just going to get right in. We have a vinyl to start it off. This is Daiichi, I believe is how you pronounce the band. It is self-titled. This is a black metal band that is steeped in anonymity, being anonymous. I can never say that word. The only contact this band makes with the outside world let me put that, is through their music. They do not have a social media presence. They may not even like me showcasing this album. That does happen sometimes. This was released through Folkvanger Records. This is amazing stuff. It is not in English. I want to say it's in Vietnamese. It's on black vinyl, which is the only true vinyl, is black vinyl. This is some well performed. I'm never re-sleeve on camera. I don't know what I was trying to do right there. Let me make some space. Daiichi is kind of raw sounding black metal. Not over the top raw where it's almost unlistenable. This is expertly crafted. It has this perfect mix of a raw sound mixed with don't get me wrong, there are chops and there are riffs going on in this album. I was super impressed with this. I ended up when I first started it, I wasn't sure how much I was going to enjoy it within the first maybe minute or so into that first track. And by the time the album was over, I immediately had to play it again. It is that good. It is chaotic. It is raw. It's phenomenal. Definitely check out Daiichi. As I said, they don't have a social media presence at all. They're apparently their only want to communicate with the world is just through their music and nothing else. I can completely respect that. I apologize if you did not want your album highlighted on a video like this. I understand, and I do apologize if that is the case. Next up, we have a split. This also came from Folkvanger Records. Apparently, I have been sleeping on Folkvanger Records for entirely too long. I have some albums from that label in my collection, but they are older. Apparently, during the time when I was taking my break from YouTube, and then the year following, I just completely let them fall off my radar, and I feel like an idiot for having done so. We have a split here with Vesterian and with Gravespawn entitled "We Who March from the Black Gate." This is fantastic, kind of symphonic black metal. Vesterian is amazing. I fell head over heels in love with that band through their one track. They have it's either a 12 or 17 minute track on this release that is absolutely phenomenal. Gravespawn, their 3 tracks on this are very well performed as well. I'm usually not the biggest fan of split albums, but this is one that I can see is going to have a ton of playtime in the collection. The Vesterian portion of this is just epic, and it is makes me want to dive a lot deeper into that band's material. Next up, we have some more Folkvanger records. This is some atmospheric black metal, and this has to rank up there as one of my favorites that I received out of this whole package. This is Malakath with The Elders Below. This is it's not that fruity, feel good type of atmospheric black metal. This is very dark type atmospheric black metal. The atmospherics are 100% there, but it is quite an intriguing album. This is one that begs for repeat listens. This is one that you're going to want to dip back in the well and kind of listen to. I found things upon my second and third listens to this that I didn't notice on the first time through. The first time through, I absolutely loved it, and each subsequent spin after that, I enjoyed it a bit more, just because I'm able to pick out things that I may have missed in the previous spins. It is good. It's complex. It's atmospheric, and I highly recommend that one. This is the only one out of all of this stuff that I have not listened to yet. This is a tribute to Bathory entitled Lords of the North. This is also put out through Folkvanger Records. It has a ton of good bands on here. Bjorn's Hall is on here. Dwaro Dwelf is on here. Forefather. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. We've all heard Bathory before, so I'm looking forward to seeing kind of some of these other bands' takes on some classic Bathory. So that's going to be an interesting listen. I just have not had the chance with all this other good stuff, original material coming in. I wanted to hear all the other stuff first. Next up, we have the black metal project from Sean Death. This is his solo black metal project. This is entitled Ulven, and the name of this release is Death Rites Upon a Winged Crusade. This is death worship, not death metal worship, like the act of death worship. This is black metal that purely worships death. It is almost doomy at times. It slows it down and then it hits you square in the face and murders you with blasphemy, darkness, and worship of death. I dig this quite a bit. This one was hand numbered to out of 100 copies. This was number 11. Great stuff there. Sean Death did a fantastic job on that release. He had a prior release out under the Ulven banner. This one sounds like a completely different entity. I dig this one 100 times more than I did that first one. I am super stoked that Jake, that you put this in this box and gave me a chance to revisit this project. And I dug that way more than I thought I was going to, and I probably never would have taken the time to check that out had you not sent it to me, so I do appreciate that. Next up, we have some Swedish black metal. I'm going to butcher this. This is Onda Makter with Mardro rsta nsklighet. Yeah, I butchered that. I'm sorry. This is grandiose, over-the-top black metal. You have a bit of the symphonics going on. You also have a bit of melodic things going on, but I am absolutely not going to call this melodic black metal by any means. It is blistering black metal. It is ferocious black metal. It's larger than life black metal. This one was also hand numbered out of 100 copies. It was 31. If I can do it, hold it right there. 31 out of 100. The influences on this, they wear their influences on their sleeve. There's no hiding it. You can do the cliche dark funeral dissection anytime you're talking about black metal coming from this region. Lord Belial, that is one that sticks out to me as a deep influence of this band, and that is completely and 100% okay with me. This is just larger than life, over the top, larger than death, I guess, black metal. Very grandiose feeling type stuff with this. It will butcher you to death. Next up, we have some almost Pagani epic black and death metal. I guess that's one way to put this. I don't know how else to describe it. I believe this band is out of Philadelphia. This is Polemicist with far left something far left. All right, I'm going to try it. Zarathustrian impressions. I am sorry, I can't read. I am much better at just talking than I am at reading, so I butcher stuff like that quite a bit. This is very good. It leans more to the black metal side at times, and then it hits you with like a melodic death metal, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's got this like epic feel going on to it as well at times. It has like a mix of epic black metal and melodic death headbutting each other, and then you have straightforward death put in there for good measure. Great stuff. I want to spend a little bit more time with this one. The reviews that I've seen for this are all stellar, so I definitely think this is one that's going to warrant more attention from me. I did like everything that I've heard through it, but I've only given it one spin, and I had some other things going on at the time that were kind of distracting, so I can't give it the full-fledged, this is as great as I think it's going to be, but I did enjoy everything that I heard on this one, so great stuff there. Next up, we have one. I saw the tag on the back before I listened to it, and it says local, heavy metal / local. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect from this. This is a band called Substained, and the name of the album is Vomit the Cross. This is, this is black metal. It is also numbered out of 100. As you can see, 41 out of 100. This is black metal out of Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, Utah in general, is a hotbed for black metal. I don't know if it's just because Utah is such a religious place as far as legislators and laws are in place. It is a very strict. From what I've seen, I've never been to Utah, but from what I've seen, what I've heard, it's kind of got that very, very religious undertext in all of their lifestyles, and there's so much hateful, dark black metal coming out of that place, and very well, I mean, they kind of go hand in hand when you have something like that. When I saw local, I wasn't quite knowing what to expect from this. If I could describe this black metal release in one word, and one word only, it's relentless. This is blistering fast. I just lost the liner notes. Blistering fast, relentless, in your face black metal. I love this. This one will absolutely be featured in a 7 Deadly Spins in the future. With it being a smaller local type band, I definitely think they are in need of the exposure, and they are definitely warranting the attention that hopefully I can kind of send their way. I absolutely love this. This is one of the favorites that I got in this, and it was completely unexpected. Relentless. If I could, one word, relentless. Check it out. Next up is one that I did not open because I do already own this. It is actually my favorite release from this band, so good job putting this one in there. This is Antigamma with Resonance. I almost said relentless just because that's what I was talking about. This is I've heard it described as space grind. It is absolutely grindcore that is mixed. On this album, they kind of went a direction where they kind of mixed grindcore with technical death metal, and it gave it almost like this spacey sound. It's very good stuff. I am glad that I have a copy of this in my collection. You can actually find a copy of this fairly cheap. So for those of you that have not heard this, I think a lot of you that follow this channel, especially if you were watching the collection videos I was doing, I know some of you went to go check out Afgrund after that. If you enjoyed that, if you're into that type of grind, if you think space grind or like technical death metal mesh with grindcore would be something that you were into, go check out Antigamma because I think you'll dig it. Next up is a band that I've fallen head over heels with this care package that came in. It is a band that I'd never heard of before, and it is a band that is going to stay on my radar now. This is Iapetus with The Long Road Home. This is self-released from the band. It is almost impossible for me to describe the music of this project. I believe Metal Archives has them pigeonholed as progressive atmospheric death metal. That is there. There's elements of black metal. There are elements of doom metal. There are elements of folk. And I know that sounds like that's a whole lot to be going on, and there's no way that these guys could perform that in a way that that is listenable, and you couldn't be more wrong if you thought that. This is an amazing release out of New Jersey. When I was listening to this, I was like, man, I got to check out this band some more. I was looking up their stuff. I found out that they had an album that came out in 2018 as well. I almost pulled the trigger and bought that album, and I'm glad that I did not, because I reached in the box and their 2018 release is in there. This is The Body Cosmic, and this is a banger. This is one of the best albums I've heard in recent memory. I kept on spinning this over and over. There is a song on here, and I believe it is For Creatures Such as We. I could be wrong. I don't remember which exactly. It is the longest track on this album. So if you go check out the Bandcamp, which is linked in the description, you can check that out. It is, just look at the timestamps on that. It is the longest track on the album. I think it's around track 5 or 6 that really drew me in and kind of sealed me in on this. I honestly did not want to stop listening to this to make this video. It is that good. As I said, it's labeled as progressive melodic death metal. atmospheric death metal, but it's got so much more going on. If you let that little genre tag kind of lead you or away from this band, then you're going to be doing yourself a disservice, because there's so much good stuff in this. It is a highly intelligent. I can't do it justice talking about it. All I can say is check out Iapetus with the body cosmic. You will be impressed. I was super impressed. I know you will be impressed as well. And then last but not least, this is I'm going to show a band out of France. It is a band that I had previous experience with. I did own an EP of theirs in the past. It's melodic death metal, but the EP that I owned did not have any vocals. I was kind of off-put by that. The music on it was fantastic. It is very highly rated and reviewed, just being an instrumental EP. And I mean, it was good. It just not. It wasn't that what I really was looking for. I ended up doing a trade or something along the way, and when I saw this one in there, I thought I was going to be getting more of what I experienced on that EP. I'm glad I gave this a chance. This is Aephanemer with a Prokopton, and I was expecting it to be instrumental. I was going to listen through it to do it justice for this video, and then the vocals hit, and I was kind of taken aback. Like the screaming and the growls hit me, and I was like, wow, they actually have vocals on their material now, and they work very well. And for me, it feels like the band has come full circle and is completion with the full lineup, the vocals and that type stuff. And it was a stellar release, and I'm really digging this. I'm definitely going to give this one a bit more time. As I said, it was the last album that I took the time to actually listen to before making this video. Well, if you count Iapetus, I did have that one playing right before this video. But this was the last out of this stack that I checked out new to me, so we'll put it that way. And I had put off listening to it because I thought I knew what I was in for, and I was completely wrong. But I was very pleasantly surprised with what I heard here. So amazing stuff. Like I said, all of these are linked up in the description. I hope you take the time to check them out, because there's not an album in here that I did not like. Please, please, please go check out Jacob's channel. Give him a like, give him a subscribe, tell him that Classy Metal sent you. I think a lot of you will enjoy his content. And I would appreciate it very, very much if you just took the time to go check out his channel. Jacob, thank you so much. I'm still absolutely blown away. You shouldn't have. This was way too much. I always feel weird. I don't know how to apologize. I'm apologizing for. I don't know how to thank you and act. Obviously, it makes me speechless. I don't know how to apologize. I'm going to ruin the video right here after 30 minutes. This is a long video, but it was well worth it. Check out everything that's in the description. Go subscribe to My Silent Wake. My Silent Wake, that's a band. Hymns of My Wake. I'm falling apart over here. Yeah, go subscribe to his channel. And thank you, Jacob. I'm much appreciated. I will see you all very, very soon. I promise. Stay classy, stay metal.